Carrie Underwood shot into stardom in 2005 after winning season 4 of a show you may have heard of, American Idol. Since then, she sold more than 15 million albums, won 5 Grammys, and had 15 #1 singles. She's currently on tour, and I grabbed Carrie for a short convo right before she hit the stage at the Staples Center here in LA. Hi, thanks so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
More than once you have told the public that you are not into drama, yet you sing these songs that are all about drama, especially on the new album. Where do you find your inspiration for that?
I mean, I really don't try to make it happen. I guess that's just kind of what I gravitate towards. And whenever we go into write, I don't try to think, yes, today we're going to write a song about, you know, like a guy and how he's done me wrong and whatever. It just kind of happens. I guess it's just, yeah.
The new album, Blown Away, 2 of the music videos that have come out have been very cinematic and very big and larger than life. What can we expect for the upcoming videos?
I'd say more of that, to be honest. I love it when the videos can take the song to a new place and maybe make you think of things in a different way, or, you know, just really just put that extra missing piece of the puzzle to the song together, and I just make you love it even more. So when we get into that and get to do the dramatic things, and, you know, they just look very, very big and very movie-like, that's really, really fun for me.
But right now you're on tour, so you're having to juggle not only being out on the road, but obviously there's probably a video on the horizon. Where will you fit that in?
Well, days off, you know, a lot of times don't end up being days off because there's just so many wonderful things that we get to do, and not enough time to do them a lot, but we just make it happen, make it work.
The CMAs have invited you back yet again. This will be your 5th year hosting with Brad Paisley, but not only are you hosting, you're also performing, and you're nominated. Is your brain good at compartmentalizing and balancing the whole day, or will you be running around frantic?
Well, that day is pretty crazy, and to be honest, the nominations and the performance aren't even, they're not top on my on my list, because there's just so much to do, and script meetings, and in the morning we gotta go, we gotta rehearse, we gotta do like a dress run through, we got to rehearse it so many times. By the time we actually do it, it feels like old hat. But yeah, it's a crazy day, a lot of stuff going on.
Well, currently, I'm sure we can all envision at your home, there's just giant shelves of all these awards, because you've won over 50 major music industry awards, obviously being nominated for the CMAs and nominated for the AMAs. Have they asked you to do any presenting or singing yet?
You never know. I could make an appearance on the stage in a singing capacity. But whatever. I'm glad to be there, and I'm glad to, you know, be there representing country music, and, you know, just hopefully just be able to have fun with it.
Country music, it's not, you know, unheard of that there's big voices and beautiful blondes singing these songs that are passionate. What is it about Carrie Underwood that have the fans just going crazy every time you release a new song?
I feel like we just have a lot of thought and a lot of effort and a lot of love into everything that I get to do. Every song, every album, every video, every TV performance, every show night, you know, in concert. I feel like everybody has just worked so hard, and you can really tell that, you can see that, and you can just feel that we just want to give people the best of what we have to give. And I think people appreciate that, and they in turn give me the best of what they have, and they're out there in the audience, and they're screaming and they're singing along, and they, you know, they just support and give the love right back.
I'm sure on the pro-con list, it's very easy to add up a lot of the cons of being out on tour. It's exhausting. It's living out of your suitcase, a different hotel room every night. What are some of the pros? Because I would imagine traveling so much has its perks.
Well, being on stage is the biggest pro of all. Just being able to just get up there and do what I feel like we were all born to do, and, you know, the band's rocking out and playing amazing, and I get to just sing and just interact with people and talk to people and just do the one thing that I love more than anything. You do get to see a lot and go to places that we've never been before. We don't get to actually get out too often unless we just have a day off in like a really cool city, but we make it work, you know. We see what we can and participate in what we can and try to get out and see the different cities that we're in and just make the most of our time.
So flashback 2005, pre-American Idol. What was it like going to the grocery store then versus now?
Now I can actually buy food that I want instead of like ramen noodles, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean it's a lot the same. Especially when we're on the road, I feel like people don't really expect to see me at their local Whole Foods, so we can pretty much get in and get out unnoticed. But yeah, I'd say the biggest change is that I can actually like buy fresh food.
Yep, yeah. Spend it at whole paycheck, as we call it.
It's not everything is the canned. Yeah, I can buy like real vegetables. Yes.
What's your favorite part of being married?
Having that support system, just having someone that, you know, that's why, this is gonna sound stupid, but that's why I like always loved my dogs, love my mom. Like that's unconditional love, no matter what I do or say or sing or whatever happens in my life. That's unconditional love, and now I have one more person that gives me that. So he's my unconditional love guy.
And when you guys go to bed at night, do you sleep on the right or the left side?
Well, it's funny. I used to always sleep on the right side, but he's a right side sleeper, so I sacrifice. And I sleep on the left now, unless he's not there, and then I sleep on the right.
Diagonal, you take.
Yes. Take up as much space as, no, not really. Actually, he takes up a lot of room.
You do a lot of charity work, and you actually create a charity that is based around your hometown.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, we're a really small town where I grew up, so I feel like I never felt deprived or like we missed out on anything. I loved how I grew up. I loved growing up in the country and, you know, really small school and knowing everybody in town. I'm so thankful for that. But we missed out, I feel like, on a lot of little extras, and being able to like give money and do computer labs and do, you know, musical instruments and do playground equipment and gym equipment, things like that, that, you know, those are the kinds of things that make kids want to go to school. So when we are able to help out in that way, it's really cool. And, you know, the computer stuff and the band stuff and things like that, I mean, that could lead to scholarships and things like that so they can further their education. So it's all good, and I'm glad to do it. And then, of course, the animal shelter, because somebody's got to take care of the little furry ones, and I'm more than happy to do it.
And after this tour, any plans to have babies?
Probably not. Probably not after this tour. It's kind of one step at a time with us, and you know, it seems like it always comes up because we have friends that are pregnant, and you know, people like so many people around us are having babies or just had babies, and so it's kind of smacking us in the face right now. But
babies are contagious.
I think we're good. Well, actually, it makes me. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, yes, that's why I don't want a child right now, because my friend's not fun anymore.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.